Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh.
And I'm Mary, and we are a Co-ople of nerds.
Welcome to the Saga Genesis, August 1991. The real gamers all have the same favorite console, the Sega Genesis. Is it a surprise? God loved Sega so much, he named the first book in the Bible Genesis.
Genesis.
16-bit sports action.
After all, the Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
What's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis.
In 2024, the Genesis turns 35 years old.
You've got Stimpy's invention.
In this series, we will travel 35 years into the past each month, where we will collect, review, and rank every North American licensed Sega Genesis game ever made, except for Outback Joey.
Powdered toast, man.
F. Outback Joey.
To save himself, he launches a right hand to the kangaroo's snout.
And all of Australia, for that matter.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't.
We will be using the generally accepted list of games and their release dates. Did we get one wrong?
Shut up, nerd! Shut up, nerd!
Welcome to the Saga Genesis.
And what if you don't have blast processing?
So this is a series where we look at all the games released for the Sega Genesis in August of 1991.
35 years ago.
35 years ago, exactly. This month is extra special because Nintendo finally got tired of getting their ass whooped and they released the Super Nintendo.
Ooh.
So let's see how Sega counterpunched this new system. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The first game up, Fantasia.
Japanese title Fantasia Mickey Mouse Magic. It was developed by Infogames, published by Sega of America. The genre is platformer and it plays one player.
In an effort to line up the release of this game with the 50th anniversary of the movie, a small, inexperienced 6-person development team was thrown together. They released an unpolished and unplayable game. It was so bad, Roy Disney, who promised his late uncle he would not give out the license for Fantasia, asked Sega of America to pull all the copies and destroy them. Only 5,000 copies of the game are thought to remain. That's a Wikipedia estimate, so yeah. Disney compensated Sega for the lost profits and assured no licensing issues going forward. Mickey walks and jumps very slowly. He has an animation before his jump, slowing him down even more. The moving platforms do not move at a consistent speed. Mickey has a very limited supply of magical attacks. It is better to jump attack. Don't forget to press down while in the air. There is no animation for this attack, so your guess is as good as mine if you're doing it right. If you're not doing it right, you will take damage. If you reach the end of the stage without a minimum point total, you are forced to start over and do it all over again. Grade F. We do have our first cover art battle.
So, between North America PAL and Japan, the winner is North America PAL.
That one was pretty close.
Yeah, I would say that the Japan looks a little more like how I remember seeing Mickey on the Fantasia advertisements, but The font is much better in North America PAL, and the picture on North America PAL speaks a little more to what you're actually doing in the game.
Yep. Up next, we got James Pond 2, codename RoboCod.
This is the sequel to James Pond Underwater Agent, released 4 months earlier on the Genesis. It was developed by Millennium Interactive. It was published by Electronic Arts. The genre is action platformer, and it plays 1 player.
James is out of the water and in the North Pole chasing Dr. Maybe. Dr. Maybe changed Santa's toys into his henchmen. It's up to James to save Christmas and free the captive penguins. The PAL version of this game was sponsored by Penguins Biscuits and contained in-game product placement. This was removed for other regions of the world. All the fetch quests of the first game are gone, and this is your more typical platformer. You get a RoboCop suit, which allows you to walk on land using your fins as feet. So there is a constant slippery feeling in the controls. You can also stretch your body out to incredible heights and use the ceilings to climb on, allowing for interesting level design. There are power-ups and 3 different vehicles you can find in various missions to help you. Grade B.
And we have our next cover art battle. Between North America PAL and Japan, the winner is Japan.
Although we didn't really like either one of them.
Yeah, I would say Japan is too cluttered. I would say North America PAL is kind of chintzy art. But if we had to pick, we went ahead and picked Japan.
Up next, we got NHL Hockey.
The PAL title for this is EA Hockey. The Japanese title is Pro Hockey. This was developed by Park Place Productions. It was published by Electronic Arts. The genre is sports, and it plays 1 or 2 cooperative or competitive.
This is the first hockey game on the Genesis. It features all 22 teams with the correct team names and logo, since it had the official NHL license. It did not have the NHLPA license, so there are no player names. You can play a regular season game, but not an entire regular season. You can also play a best of 7 playoff series or single elimination playoff series. The refs feel like, it definitely feels like the refs got paid before each game because they love to call penalties. You can turn off penalties, but then the game will not allow fighting. Hockey without fights is like fishing without beer. The controls are a little stiff, and the action is a little slow. Grade C. Up next, we got Outrun.
Developed by Hertz, it was published by Sega. The genre is racing, and it plays 1 player.
A racing game where your only opponent is the clock. There are no other racers on the road, just you, your wife, and your Ferrari Testarossa. You can tell it's his wife by the way she nags you every time you spin out. The road also has some of the most clueless drivers on the planet to trigger those of you who struggle with road rage. Before the start of your drive, you can select a radio station. You can choose your own path. Each drive, you will choose left or right 4 times. Each time you choose, you go to a different stage with different backgrounds and scenery. Ultimately, this game has 15 stages in which you need to complete 5 of them to win. Your car has 2 gears, low and high. You must shift. No automatic transmissions here. You cannot destroy your car. If you hit a hazard hard enough, you will flip your car, launching the passengers from the Ferrari. It's a convertible, so they just go flying out of there. You stand up, dust yourself off, and jump back in the car. But that will hurt. You have to make it to checkpoints before the timer runs out. It's like you're constantly racing that clock for checkpoints.
Slows you down.
Yep. Grade B. Up next, Road Blasters.
Developed by Sterling Silver Software, it was published by Tengen. The genre is vehicular combat. Plays one player.
It is another game where you race against the clock, but this time the clock is your fuel tank. The only way you can lose is if you run out of gas. Unfortunately, your car's accelerator is permanently glued to the floor and you got a bad O2 sensor. You can slow down the car by pressing down on the D-pad, but it only lasts a short period of time. Anytime you run into anything, your car will either spin out or explode, which costs you more fuel. You are equipped with a cannon attached to the front of your car. A plane will occasionally drop power-ups out from above. You need to catch them. So you're not only are you dodging bullets and other cars, you got to find where this drop is coming from and catch it. Because if you don't catch it, you will not get the power-up. You can shoot and destroy orange cars, but the purple cars are indestructible. Your cannon can only shoot directly in front of you. And they put turrets on the side of the road, so you kind of got to do this fishtail maneuver where you go left and right real quick and kind of get that back end to spin out, so that way you can shoot sideways to these turrets. Which is a huge pain in the rear. There are 50 rallies, which all play exactly the same, just different backgrounds and enemy placements. This game was not released in PAL, so grade C. Up next, we got Spider-Man versus the Kingpin.
Developed by Recreational Brainware, it was published by Sega of America. The genre is action platformer and it plays one player.
The Kingpin has planted a nuclear bomb with a 24-hour timer in New York City and has framed Spider-Man. He put a bounty on Spider-Man that will continue to increase as you progress through the game. Do the animals that attack you know about the cash prize, or do they just hate Spider-Man? The 24-hour timer is incorporated beautifully in the gameplay. If you lose a life, it costs you 2 hours of game time for a continue. If you take too much damage, you can heal up as Peter Parker, but again, it costs you game time as you sit in Peter's apartment and wait for your health bar to recharge. You have limited web fluid, which again was cleverly incorporated into the gameplay. You can take pictures of the bosses while you're fighting them to sell to the Daily Bugle to get money to buy web fluid. He gave the keys to deactivate the bomb to Spider-Man's rogue gallery. You will need to defeat Dr. Octopus, the Lizard, Electro, Sandman, and the Hobgoblin. There are 8 stages. You must play on at least normal difficulty to reach all 8. If you play on Nightmare difficulty, there is an extra boss fight each round starring Venom. Grade A. Up next, I think it's the last game on the list, Super Volleyball.
Developed by V System, published by Sega, the genre is sports and it plays 1 or 2 competitive.
I normally save this until the end of the game, but this game is so infuriating. Grade F. This is single file volleyball. Tommy Lasorda baseball is bad, but at least it has a first and third base. as well as a left and right outfield. Imagine a baseball game where it was just home plate, pitcher's mound, second base, and center field. A straight line. I have played volleyball with elite athletes like Dennis at Retro Rivals. Lateral quickness is arguably the most important thing in the sport, and they completely removed it. Hit the ball when it glows red. That's the whole freaking game. If you learn timing on blocking the opponent's spikes, you'll dominate. Every player is just a color swap, and they all celebrate the same way by showing the boys their locker room plan. Generation Pixel is smiling his butt off because this game did not come to the PAL region. The Super Nintendo just came out, and you crapped the bed with this. Game face, Sega. Game face.
And we have our last cover art battle between North America and Japan. The winner is Japan, even though it has that strange face just randomly on the front of it like some sort of spy game.
Yeah.
The background is pretty darn cool.
Yeah. Yeah, much more patriotic than the North American version, which is weird. So, let's go over the rankings. Now, this is just games released August 1991 and older. So, at number 10, we got Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin. 36, Outrun. 43, James Pond 2. Codename Robocod. They really like their titles over there at the James Pond. 57, NHL Hockey. 71, Road Blasters. 101, Super Volleyball. And 104, Fantasia. And that'll do it for August. Let us know down in the comment section. Do you agree with our grades? And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, Pumpkin. The no disc, no buy PlayStation boycott is going on. You gonna be able to stay off PlayStation Network?
I'll do just fine. I'm glad I like retro games better anyways.